I want to tell you why the Roth IRA is honestly one of the biggest cheat codes for building real wealth and why almost nobody your age takes it seriously. I didn't start as early as I should have. I want to preface by saying that I opened my Roth IRA at the age of 20. Right now, my Roth IRA portfolio is sitting at about $36,000, and it's not bad, right? But here's the kicker. I knew about Roth IRA when I was 16. The earliest you could open one by yourself is 18. And I literally knew that I should have started then. I just didn't. I was lazy. I thought, 2 years doesn't matter. I'll catch up later, right? Max out contributions. And those 2 years, that difference between starting at 18 and 20 might not sound like much, but those 2 years will cost me over $300,000 in potential gains over the course of my life. That's the power of time and compounding. Contributions of only 14,000 at the time, it was, I believe, $7,000 limit per year. So $14,000 that you would have invested over the course of my life is going to cost me $300,000. And the idea is that even if you invest only a little bit, the earlier you start, the bigger that the snowball grows because you're giving it time to grow. So here's why the Roth IRA is so insanely powerful. Everything in it grows tax-free, and that's why it is incredibly important to start early. Again, I started mine even at the age of 20, earlier than 95% of people. Some people may be watching this, they're 25, they have no idea what a Roth IRA is. And that's totally okay. We all start at different points. We all have different journeys. I'm just trying to preface by saying that I started mine a little later than I wanted to, because obviously I want to do as good as I possibly can. But again, circling back to this idea, is the reason why it's so good is everything that grows throughout your life, it's tax-free. Okay, you don't pay any taxes. That means your dividends, your gains, your interest, everything that you make over the course of your life in that account, you don't pay a single penny when you withdraw it in retirement. Contrast that with a normal brokerage account, which is what I was focusing on the time, is you pay taxes on every dividend, every interest you get, every gain that you have. And trust me, when you're sitting on millions of dollars by the time you hit age 60, paying taxes on all that, it's going to suck. So that's the thing. At 20, 22, 25, you don't really think about it. Taxes feel abstract. They feel far away. But when you actually have real money working for you, the difference between a Roth IRA and a regular account, it's massive. And my only regret, and this is a real one, is just messing around with random brokerages when I first started. I wasted months trying to find the perfect platform instead of just opening a Roth IRA and contributing consistently. And that wasted time could have been compounded, could have been growing. It could have been snowballing into hundreds of thousands more in the future. So my advice to you is this: don't overthink it. Get yourself a tax advantage account early, open a Roth IRA, invest as much as you can, even if you can't max it out. Literally contribute as much as you know you can without it affecting your everyday life. Invest in solid companies, ETFs, whatever makes sense for your risk tolerance. Don't wait to feel ready or have enough money. Just take action today, because I have that regret for starting 2 years late. And it sometimes bothers me to this day. I know by the time I retire, I'm not going to be too hung up about the money, because I'm still going to have millions in the account because of the power of starting so early. But, if you do these things and you start now, you're going to be in a very, very good spot. And let me just give you a simple example. If you start at 18 and you invest $500 a month into a Roth IRA with reasonable growth over 40 years, that's going to turn into $1 million tax-free. Okay. Start at 20 like me, same strategy, and you're missing out on roughly 300,000. 2 years, that's the difference. So now you might be 32, and the difference between 32, if you start at 34, that's also going to cost you a lot of money. Okay. That is the cost of waiting. It is thousands, tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your life if you delay. So start today. It's not flashy. Having a Roth IRA, it's not as exciting as starting a business or trading crypto, but it is foundational. It's the kind of move that sets you up for freedom later. And it's the kind of move that decades from now, it lets you sit back and just watch your money work for you instead of constantly chasing more and working until the day you die. That is what you don't want, believe me. So the takeaway, very simple. Just start now, open that Roth IRA, set up automatic contributions as much as you can contribute per paycheck, invest in solid assets, big companies, and just ignore the noise. Don't worry about any wars, geopolitics, none of that stuff, because again, you are investing for decades, so you don't care what's happening in the next 1, 2, 5 years, okay? The first few years are going to be the hardest, but ultimately, those are the years that matter the most, because once you set up the foundation, everything else will just fall into place. One day, you will look back and realize how much easier your life is because you open a Roth IRA, how much flexibility you have in your life, and how much wealth that you've built, all because you started before it felt like you needed to do. And trust me, the feeling is better than any short-term gratification that you could get from spending that money now. So go invest your money and go be smart. If you learned something from this video, make sure to subscribe. Really quick video to the point. I'm going to be talking about more tax advantage accounts like 401ks and things like that. For those of you who are new to the page, I run my own business. I run a very successful company that does 7 figures in revenue. I have all of these things that I'm talking about: Roth IRA, 401k. We're going to be making a lot more finance business videos because I think a lot of people need to learn it, because these topics don't get taught in school. And it took me so much time to learn these things on my own. And now I'm here to just share the journey and spread the news and information with you guys. So if you are enjoying and you want to see more of it, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and we will catch you here on the next one.